First opened back in 2010. We're on the air from Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Minnesota Twins. Interleague baseball next. Jake Odorizzi will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
Into the box now, Starling Marte, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a slider. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. One and one. Here it comes. And that misses. 2-1. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Hit in the air out to center field. Buxton is there. Makes the play. 1 away. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I think everyone should keep an eye on Gregory Polanco. This guy's hitting over .450 his last 10 games. He's the guy I'm watching, but not only in this game. I watched him in batting practice too, and he was hammering the ball. When you get on a kind of a roll like he is right now, his confidence is soaring, and right now he's seeing the ball great.
Into the box, Carlton McKenzie, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. For the current campaign, McKenzie is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. The 1-0. High in the air into shallow left center. Polanco calls for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Stepping up now, Corey Dickerson. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gives more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Buxton racing back at the track. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
You'll see right there that this is a shot to right center, and the fielder can't cut it off. He was turning those legs on the base paths, making it to third with a triple.
Josh Bell the next to hit. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the National League. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
And this is in the dirt here as it bounds a few feet away. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Hit out towards second. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Hey, you never know when the turning point's going to come. It could be your number right there. Just an excellent job. 2-out RBI. I know it's early, but clutch hitting is not just for the late innings.
Stepping into the box, Gregory Polanco. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category. Here comes the first pitch. Try to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Ball one.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Now the 1-1 pitch. He's outside for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Three balls and a strike to Gregory Polanco. And it's fouled away.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. Bell, the runner at first with 2 gone. Again, he sends it out of play. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Right side. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Pirates 1 and the Twins coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jamison Taillon gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Leading off for the Twins.
Here's Byron Buxton now, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. A chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Everyone relax. Not a fastball right there. Obviously a little arm side run. He missed his spot. No big deal.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. A chance now from target field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
So here's Joe Mauer. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a breaking ball.
Counts 1-0.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Three and 0 now. Miguel Sano will be next. The 3-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
The 3-1 to short. Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's Miguel Sano. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Hit hard up the middle. Harrison has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. So digging in now, Josh Harrison. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
John Harrison.
First offering on its way. Started that swing a bit too early. And that one stayed too low apparently. The 1-1. taken. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. The next 3-2. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Back goes Rosario. Gone! A solo shot here to left. Number 25 for him on the year. And that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230, 7 homers and 22 RBIs. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. No outs, nobody on. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Two and two to Adam Frazier.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense, and let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power, but he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
Here's David Freese to stand in. He's definitely a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the National League in that category. First pitch on its way. Fouled off. Hit on the ground out to short. Polanco fields it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting ninth, catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He went deep in the contest last night. Here comes the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
2 balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher. So a full count now.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that'll bring in Starling Marte with 2 away.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8 pitch at bat and is able to work a base hit.
Zero, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch left one out over the plate. Just enough for a base hit.
Here's Starling Marte. Grounded down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Cervelli leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Popped him up. In comes Kepler. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-0 Pittsburgh. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Kepler, a 25-year-old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 1-1 home. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Freeze shading to his right. 1 down.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's take a look at the guy behind the dish, and that's Francisco Cervelli, one of the best ball framers in all our sport, a guy who's going to make his pitcher work for everything today.
Up next for Minnesota, Eddie Rosario. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 0-2 home. Slice down the left side, but foul. Now here's a shot out to right center field. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. One out and a runner on second base. Fastball swung on and hit to second. Gloved by Harrison, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 7th, second baseman.
Now it's a plate, Brian Dozier. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Set and the pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Dozier hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help the roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Fouled away. The 1-2. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Another one sent foul. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Here now the 2-2. Line toward right center. Polanco is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Twins wind up stranding 1. They're down 2-0. Welcome back to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Time down for the 3rd inning to get underway from Target Field. Ready for another chance? Carlton McKenzie 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. And he lays off the 0-2 splitter. 1-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the 1st out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Corey Dickerson. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He found his way over to 3rd via a triple in his first at bat. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. 1 out, nobody on. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Settling in now, Josh Bell looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Very weakly on the ground. Dickerson stands at first with 1 out. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Here's Gregory Polanco. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Pirates leave 1. They're up 2-0. Now in the box, Robbie Grossman. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. His batter-pitcher line against Jamison Tyone. He's 1 for 3. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. Castro, 30 years of age. He was a first-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit hard down the line. And Freese won't get a glove on this one. It's a fair ball. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Now at the plate, Byron Buxton, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Into the box, Joe Mauer. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Oh, 2 to Joe Mauer. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
The 0-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. There's Harrison for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Digging in to try it again, Miguel Sano. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Squared that one up just a little late. Here comes the 0-1. Drilled to the left side. And that's through for a hit. So some 2-out success, and the bottom of the third frame will continue.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Max Kepler is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. The 1-1 home. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Gone! So a 2-run homer down the Twins a 4-2 lead.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Four runs here in this half inning. Outside, 2-1.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Now the 2-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 4 runs on 5 base hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Twins 4 and the Pirates 2. Josh Harrison stands in, and it was quite a turn of events we witnessed in the last half. A lot of runs put up on the board, and we've got a very close game on our hands now. First pitch on its way. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Rosario is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Adam Frazier.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kepler's there for it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, David Freese.
Standing in, David Freese. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rosario is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Pirates are down on just 4 pitches. Still down by a count of 4-2. So striding forward now, Jorge Polanco. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Count now, a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
I always felt 0-2 you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
Counts even, 2-2 for Polanco. Lifted down the line in left. McKenzie giving chase. He can't get there as it falls in. And the Twins have something brewing right away. It's a leadoff double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat. Here's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Polanco stands at second with no outs. Chopped weakly to the left. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Pirates' road to the show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Digging in, Robbie Grossman. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Right over the middle, knee-high.
In today's game of seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it, I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force feed something the other way.
We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third, so that's smart. Trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes, and it's fouled away.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
This one's flared off to the right side. Polanco has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. In his career, Castro is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Frazier over to his right, and that's the 3rd out. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last time around. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Twins are out in front, 4-2. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Here's Starling Marte. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Carlton
At the plate, Carlton McKenzie. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rosario is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter, Corey Dickerson.
Striding in once again, Corey Dickerson. It was a walk in his last trip. From the stretch. Now a check swing. Did he go around? No, says Kenny Jansen. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-1 home is taken high above the zone.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing. So I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Josh Bell the next to hit. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Buxton. And that ends the inning. Pirates strand a couple. They trail it here 4-2. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac back with you as Byron Buxton readies to lead off the inning. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. On the barehanded attempt, gets by him here, and that ought to go as a bunt single.
First baseman, number 7, Joe Mauer.
So here's Joe Mauer. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First offering on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And he got him.
The batter, third baseman.
Ready for another shot now, Miguel Sano. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Here's a high pop-up. Tyon is under it. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Here's the first pitch to him. Strike called. Now the throw down. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Kepler has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
2-2.
2-2.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Now another 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Twins lead it 4-2. Now at the plate, Gregory Polanco. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. Now a check swing. Did he go around? No, says Kenny Jansen. It's ball one. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early. Then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Hit in the air out to left field. Rosario is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, second baseman, John Harrison.
So coming to the plate, Josh Harrison. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here comes the first pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. To third. And that's the second out.
Up next for Pittsburgh, shortstop, Adam Frazier.
Up next for the Buccos, Adam Frazier. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. High in the air out to center field. Buxton moves over, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Pirates. Still down by a count of 4-2. At the plate, Eddie Rosario will begin things here against Jamison Tyone.
Left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside. Takes a knee-high fastball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped up. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The second baseman, number 2, Brian Dozier.
Now batting, Brian Dozier. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Down go the Twins in order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Trevor May is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 65, Trevor May.
Here's David Freese to stand in. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Buxton on the move. 1 down.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Digging in, Francisco Cervelli. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. Now the 0-1. Tapper up the line, but that one rolls foul. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Now batting, center fielder.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Starling Marte. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Marte carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Dribbled down the third baseline. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Here comes the first pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Kepler's there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They trail it here 4-2. Next will be the designated hitter, Robbie Grossman. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Designated hitter, Robbie
Josh Smoker gets the ball from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 53, Josh Smoker.
He's set. Here it comes. And that misses inside 1-0. Now the 1-0. Swing and a liner. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the seventh.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Digging in once again, Jason Castro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this gets foul. It's 0-1. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Smoker playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Boy, Dero, when you're starting to swing it like this team, this doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Ready with the 0-1. Popped him up. Polanco coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, they'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Here comes the first pitch. Softly hit to the left side. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And this will add on to their lead. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Here's Miguel Sano. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
He's set and the pitch. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Number 25 for him on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Yeah, you've heard the saying, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Well, that was the case here. Bases loaded, facing the best power hitter in the lineup, and he showed why he is so feared. He knocked it out of here with a vengeance.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
The next twin up, Eddie Rosario. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Here's Brian Dozier now. And he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Line drive to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. We'll march on to the 8th, and it's now a 9-2 ball game. Digging in now, Corey Dickerson. It was a walk in his last trip.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball that time, not even close.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 23 for him thus far, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now.
Now batting,
Josh Bell the next to hit.
Bell.
As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Castro has it, but the throw is late, and he's aboard after the strikeout. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Here's Gregory Polanco. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Now the 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside. Easy one to lay off, as that one's in the dirt.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up one run in this inning.
Chopped weakly up the first base line. That's a foul ball. Bell gets his lead at first, nobody out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Pulled toward right center field. Buxton sprinting after it. He's there and records the first down.
Now batting, second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison stands in. From the stretch.
D-Rod.
In the dirt here. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Kepler is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Twins 9 and the Pirates 3. Here's Robbie Grossman. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Designated hitter, Robbie Grossman.
Kyle Crick enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Kyle Crick.
Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The batter.
We'll look there at the numbers for our two starters here today. Both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. At the plate, Jason Castro. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit up. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Freeze in foul ground. He's got it, and there are two down now.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Standing in, Byron Buxton. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. That misses. 1-2.
1-2.
Still 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they lead it by a margin of 9-3. Ryan Presley comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Ryan Presley.
In now, David Freese. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
David Freese.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Kepler's there for it. 1 out.
Now batting, captain Francisco Cervello.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. The 1-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Cervelli is retired. 2 down now.
Number 6,
Here's Starling Marte. ready. Here's the first offering. High and deep to right center. Buxton is after it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
9-3, the final tally here in this one. The Twins led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Jake Odorizzi hangs win number 11 on his line. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Twins: 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Pirates, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game: 3 hours and 31 minutes. Our paid attendance at Target Field this afternoon: 40,000. A reminder that extra light rail trains from the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are